Good morning, sexy. Okay, dokie. Just checking in with you guys. Kind of wanna update myself. Haven't been on YouTube in a minute, so I'm just saying hello. Nothing really much to say. Just trying to get the views up and the subscribers up. I'd like to do this live. Um, yeah. Just the idea of being able to transition Memphis in more ways than one. One way is, I'm, just being myself, and doing so, that means change. And on top of that, Memphis, along with me, will change as well, just in general. And yeah, being a part of that, and having some kind of outreach and some kind of communication out there, some kind of connection. Um, yeah, we need more faces of Memphis out there in the bigger picture, and this is one way to do that. Um, yeah, so let's see, what's the next activity we have? I'm fairly positive there's going to be a Cube of Truth coming soon, and I'm going to have to get a um, what do you call those things? It keeps the phone balanced while you're recording, and a microphone. It's probably gonna cost me a couple $100, but then I'll have better quality video and recording, and so interactions with the public, and just bring the activism to another level here in Memphis. Um, and more event stuff like group pictures, group conversations, interviews. Um, so yeah, that's the plan. I want to build this channel. I want to be an outspoken activist for the Memphis community, for the vegan community, and for the transitioning community. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It's just gonna, I'm gonna enjoy myself. It's not going away anytime soon, so I might as well just, take it easy. I don't want to push myself. I don't want to make it more than it needs to be, and just yeah, enjoy the process. And it just takes a little time here and there, and eventually adds up and makes the difference. So there's this new product that I've just come across. It's vegan on top. It's not vegan based. There's animal testing involved in the preclinical trials, but pretty much like anything out there, for the most part, any kind of like, you know, medical something or other is going to have some kind of animal testing, which we know about and we need to fix and not support. But in the same breath or same moment, we need to expand our horizons and keep things moving, and be inclusive, not exclusive. And this new product is a hydrogen, pure hydrogen. It's actually molecular hydrogen, and it's a huge thing out in Japan. Um, for people like us that are pretty much like in a food desert for the most part, we don't grow our food here in Memphis, in our tri-state area, which we should. We eventually will. We don't have the highest quality of foods here. We need to build that. We need to have our own agriculture system here. But until then, supplementation is pretty much the only way out, and this is another form of supplementation. It's huge in Japan, like I say, in Asia, and it's kind of like how we have this big, giant movement of consuming coffee. It would probably be the next step. So you got all these CBD stores and vape stores. Well, this would probably be the next step. Um, yeah. So instead of coming in to get a cup of Joe, or um, a vaping jar, or a vaping flavor, you're going to come in and get a hydrogen water. You'll get all the different flavors, raspberry, you name it, all the flavors are going to be there, or just straight up hydrogen. You'll get the hydrogen masks, you'll get the hydrogen soap baths, hydrogen bath tablets, and just hydrogen in general. You can take it home and make your own hydrogen, but it's just it's like a intervention, like a meet in the middle situation. We just kind of meet you there. We'll have the supply. You purchase from us, and you go about your business, and hydrogen will be the next thing. I would love to find some way of making this a movement here in America as much as the vegan movement. So that's one and the same in my opinion. Supplementation. It's a full. There's tons of variety going on here, and it's important to capitalize on all these opportunities and just to be open minded. What could the possibilities. So. Yeah, that's the new thing that I'm looking forward to. Just ordered from HRW, I believe it's called. I'm not terribly sure of the name of the company, but it's the only tablet that's known to put the highest concentration of hydrogen in water at the shortest amount of time. You typically want to get around, I want to say it was like 8 to 12 parts per million in water. So you basically put one tablet in about 2.5, like a little less 2.5 cups of water. You want the filtered water. You don't want to use tap water. You want to use your filtered water. And you wait a couple minutes, and then you drink. You drink it as soon as you can to keep the concentration of the hydrogen, because it will escape from the water to balance out. So and then once it penetrates and once it gets into your body, it goes through your cells, and it basically causes chain reactions that are set in stone, and it pushes new environments. So it's just basically like a two magnets pushing off each other. It's just something that typically wouldn't be there. You have two magnets that are connected. All it does is come in between those two magnets and gives some kind of direction, and then the two magnets come back together. So there's some kind of change that would not necessarily be there because these two magnets are pretty much permanently connected. So it gives that little breath between those two forces. But yeah, looking forward to that. It's like I say, it's basically about $2 a day. You do this first thing in the morning. You do 2.5 cups of one tablet. It's going to cost you $2. But like I say, typically you're going to talk about all these, millions of people, literally millions, if not billions of people that spend $5 a day on coffee and are getting a tenth of the benefit of what would be for hydrogen. So looking forward to investing into this product, bringing out the vegan message, bringing out the, local veganic growing crops and agriculture, transition. And so, yeah, here we are, just checking with you guys, growing the channel, enjoying the process, and more to come. It'll be more, as time goes on, just like in anything else, it's either going to get worse or it's going to get better. And I aim for better, and we'll see how it works out. And I'm just going to, like I say, take my time, enjoy it, and hopefully it'll turn into something more. Really want to be a positive influence here in Memphis and throughout. So got to start somewhere, and here we are. Just saying hello. It's the end of January. It's a beautiful day. I think it's overcast, but it looks like the sun's coming out. It's around 50 degrees, a little bit warm for this time of year, but it's supposed to, we can get all like scientific about it and talk about all the, how you've got, the hierarchies and how they, have what they want and how we have to kind of work around that. And so, all these things, they add up and they matter. So we just need to enjoy the process and keep pushing forward and keeping a positive attitude and keeping an open mind. And so 50 degrees, overcast, end of January 2020. And let's subscribe, become a member of the channel, help support the movements that we're making here in Memphis. I'm hopefully influencing other cities and other citizens of the United States to do the same, and of the world, right? And I've said my piece, and hopefully you'll have a great day like I will, and we'll see you on the next video.